In dieser Situation, in der wir uns jetzt befinden, wo so viele Dinge disrupted werden, so viele Dinge durcheinander kommen, ja, wir auch ganz andere Beziehungen benötigen. Wir sprechen ja davon, dass wir von Wertschöpfungsketten zu Wertschöpfungsnetzwerken uns immer mehr entwickeln. Und ich bevorzuge eher den Begriff der Wertschöpfungsökologien. Mit Industrie 4.0 ist es ja notwendig, dass Industrien, die vorher nichts miteinander zu tun haben, plötzlich miteinander in Kontakt treten müssen, um sich weiterentwickeln zu können. Und die Zusammensetzung des Aufsichtsrates ist hier entscheidend. Wer soll in unserem Aufsichtsrat sein? Wen benötigen wir in unserem Aufsichtsrat, um die Welt lesen zu können, um das, was draußen passiert, wahrzunehmen? Wen benötigen wir in unserem Aufsichtsrat, um auch das, was passiert, verstehen zu können, interpretieren zu können? Und wen benötigen wir dann, um auch zu sagen, welche Schlüsse ziehen wir daraus? Was sind die strategischen Ableitungen? Bad decision making or strategy building always goes along with a kind of disconnect. A disconnect caused either by hubris or by fear.
What are the most important challenges for leaders in today's business world?
Leaders are confronted by a world with unprecedented speed, complexity and conflicts. We have essentially two core challenges: how to prioritize, how to focus, so that the various initiatives really add up to a whole, and how to align stakeholders and your executive teams around the priorities that you set before.
Fragmentation seems to be the core of the problem. Why is the world fragmented?
It has something to do with this unprecedented speed that we experience, this acceleration. There's a high price that we pay for living in a fragmented world. It's not just the skyrocketing transaction costs because of all the conflicts. Fragmentation also leads that we don't see our opportunity. We're sitting in this car, driving with 200 kilometers at the Autobahn and don't see what's around. We miss out the whole landscape of opportunity.
Simply speaking, why are we not changing our behavior?
We have to see, we've entered this very, very connected age we're part of. We've entered this age with mindsets that are 200, 300 years old. In the old world, a leader was a hero when he managed to keep things very, very stable. In this new world, this connected world, with all this entanglement, it's impossible to keep things stable. Entanglement creates complexity, complexity creates unpredictability, uncertainty, per se, structurally unavoidable. Globalization creates insecurity. Now we lead leaders who know and understand that there are times we're not in control, and we have to build an organizational culture and a leadership culture around that. Because that's what essentially makes us resilient in this world. It's a completely different mindset. So you have this agile leadership, people who know that we have to work on our resilience because we know that there's surprise out there, but yet we will not be surprised that there is surprise. There will be times where we are not able to act strategically. We know this already. It's part of our equation.
How can FAS research support in this situation?
Network science and resilience theory demand a holistic approach. There's no isolated part or department in your organization. They all are somehow linked. Your decision making is affecting decision making of others. So if your decision making is bad because it's isolated and based on a fragmented view, you can create havoc in other parts of your organization. We help leaders to not just gain perspective at the scale of the whole, but also to link their leadership to those frames and stories that are mandatory to bring along the employees. And it's always about show people how the part is linked to the whole. If you can do that, you create the very foundation, the very fundament for resilient action.
So where to start?
The first thing is that you have to create this map that really shows you the whole picture. And that's possible. It is possible to create a meaningful, consistent, coherent picture of what's essentially going on in your organization and the ecosystem you're part of.
Once the network map has been completed, how do you help your customers?
Looking at our clients' world, the stakes are higher than ever. Being a leader in a world filled with speed, uncertainty, and cognitive dissonance requires seeing the world with deeper wholeness and clarity. Lacking sense of relatedness can't be substituted by more feverish business as usual. Business as usual is not enough today. We need a new generation of pioneers in business and society and new tools to lead effectively in a more complex, connected world. We at FS Research are increasingly the choice for these new leaders, not just helping them to be more effective, but also helping them strengthening the innovation ecosystem they are part of, make them not be just more successful, but more resilient.